Hi. Alright, so hey, thank you so much for joining me today. And today we're going to talk about phase 2 trimester story time. And before we get started, please subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and also click the bell button to get notification on my future video. And stay tuned for that, okay? Okay, so on my 13 weeks, that's the beginning of second trimester of my pregnancy, things were still iffy, meaning I was still sick, I was still feeling grouchy, my emotions was everywhere, not sleeping, peeing a lot, okay, just TMI, just not feeling myself. I was eating a little bit more, but not as much as normally. Still can eat eggs even though I hated it, but I was eating the eggs because that's the only thing that I can keep proteins in me. That was fun. And I was still not gaining weight, which is normal. Most women who are pregnant don't gain weight, and some people gain more weight pregnant in the second trimester or the beginning of the first trimester. I didn't gain weight, I was losing weight, and it wasn't because I wanted to, it's just because I couldn't eat. I didn't have the feeling of eating. Everything looks disgusting. Even my favorite food were disgusting. Even when my favorite restaurant that I like to go was disgusting. The smell, the look of it, the taste, because I couldn't taste anything. If back then, if I was pregnant now and I couldn't taste anything, that could be a sign of me having a coronavirus. But that's not the case. What you need, baby? You want some? Open it. Hit water. Not advertising. I know. Tell me about it. Can you fix her bottle for me? Well, a sippy cup. She doesn't take bottles anymore. Please. Are you sleepy? What time is it? 7:10. Oh, it doesn't look like 7:10 p.m. It looks like 4 o'clock. Or nap time. So looking down because I have notes here so I don't go everywhere, because I have a tendency to go everywhere and not focus on what I really wanted to say. Okay, so my 14 weeks, feeling the same way. Not much has changed. Although my breasts were hurting, and yet I know they were getting bigger. So I'm a D cup, so I think I'm a double D cup. Yeah, and then I was still not sleeping. I do pee every 5 minutes. I was going to the bathroom. I didn't drink a lot water. Now I was still tired, didn't want to do anything. I didn't even want to work. I mean, I was dragging myself out of the bed just to go to work. And work is pretty easy because all I did was just sit on my tiny little desk, deal with the clients on the phone. That wasn't hard. 8 hours, talk to people, that's a lot. It was better position that I had before I was pregnant. It was a really hard job. 14 and 20 still the same. I'm going to discuss of something more deeper between, I think it's actually 13 weeks and 21st week, the worst time of my whole entire pregnancy, besides of other stuff involved, but this was the main one that it kind of hurt me the most, especially when it comes to family and friends and strangers and people giving you advice, people from church giving you advice. Most of them, they were letting me know, or I should say the nicer way to say it, they're advising me I should have an abortion. That's what my ex-boyfriend wanted me to do. Of course, I didn't ask for his opinion. I didn't ask what should I do. I just decided that I'm going to have this baby no matter what. So I didn't talk to him about it. I just told him that I was pregnant. However, my other friends, because of my circumstances, I was still married. I was living my own, had my own apartment, before I got pregnant. The circumstances right then and there, I was still living with my ex-husband. Around that time is when I filed for divorce, which it works out fine. Some people will say that after you have the baby, it would be best for someone else to take care of it. That way I don't have to deal with it. I was so devastated of what that kind of advice was to me. I am adopted. My parents are Americans 100%. They been living here all their lives, and so I didn't expect, you know, that I should give my baby up so someone else can take care of it better than I can. And I have 2 kids, came out perfectly. They came out healthy. They came out fine. They're 12 and 17, well, at the time 16. The point is, they were fine. There was nothing wrong. I raised them right. They're respectful. They can handle themselves. They know how to behave. They know how to talk. They know how to read. They know how to eat. They're not starving. They don't have any medical condition besides asthma or a blind eye. Certain things that I can control. You know, those things that it just happens. And that hurt me, that comment that came out. And because of that, I didn't spoke to those people who I didn't feel comfortable sharing. I wasn't ready to share by telling people or people I know of that I was pregnant, because I wasn't ready. I was ashamed of myself. I was ashamed of my situation, embarrassed that I didn't see it coming, being left alone with 2 kids and pregnant, and I don't know, it wasn't right. And you think those people that are so close to you, that they would understand you and they would support you, but no, I didn't have support. I had to fight for my baby girl. I had to fight for her because no one else was fighting for her. No, and it was just me and my 2 kids. They weren't happy, but as the time went by, they came attached to me more. And my ex-husband, you know, what can he say? All he could do is help. Yeah, it was not a good advice, not at all. I did not appreciate that. It made me feel like I was a horrible person, like I was doing something horrible. All I wanted is my baby to be safe, to be loved, and if no one else can love her, I will love her, no matter how she comes into this world, with 1 arm, 1 leg, 1 eye, 1 piece of hair, 1 hand, 1 nose, 2 nose, 3 ears, whatever. You know, you get my point. That was really emotional for me. That I became more stressed. Yes, I had some depressed. I just didn't know what to do. But all I knew that I will take care of this baby, and no one else will give this baby the love that she deserves. I'm sure there is a mother up there who will give as much love to this baby, but not from a real mom. And I'm her mom. She belongs to me. So when I said that when I was adopted, I don't understand how my mother gave me up. Did she had a choice? I don't know. I do not know the story, and I don't want to know the story from her. I don't want to hear it from her. It doesn't matter. It won't change a thing of her, but it changed the way I'm thinking of when this person say that to me. It changed my whole point of view of them. Like, wow, you know me, and you say that knowing my story. Why would you say that? Do you think I'm like, want me to be my mother? What she did to me is not, I'm not saying unforgivable, because I will forgive her. She gave me life, so I'm so glad she gave me life. If she had to get rid of me for me to survive, and because she honestly couldn't do it, I'm thankful for that. But she gave up for me. She gave me up for drugs, and something else is alcoholic. That's probably the best thing she could have done for my brothers. But would it be selfish of her giving up? She did it for a reason. That's all I have to say for that, because I am thankful that she did that instead of letting me sit there and die. That's another story that I will definitely share in the near future. So that's what I say. Stay tuned for that, because there's gonna be lots of videos about my life that I would love to share. So please look for those videos in the future. Okay, so moving on. Get that out of the way. Whew. So moving on, as time went by, weeks went by, my friends and family, we talked about it and discussed what happened, and everything went back the way it's supposed to be. So supported, and a misunderstanding of how things was said and how they said the right things at the right time. So by the week of 20, I think between the 22nd and 24th week, I don't remember exactly which week, so that's why I say that. I had my glucose done, and that was not good, so I failed it. So in other words, it was positive. And so I ended up going back to the doctors a week after that, and I did a 3 hour, 3 not 4 a 3-hour test. Oh my gosh. And you can't eat when you do that 3-hour test. You can't eat. Which is fine because I wasn't eating, so it's not like. But with my second pregnancy, I had to eat because I feel so weak. And I was eating in my second pregnancy. I was eating normal, you know, everything was good, everything was awesome. This pregnancy, it just hit me really, really hard. So when I went in the office, they gave me the drink. Actually, first they took my blood, and then they gave me the drink. Hour later, they took the blood again. Hour later, they took my blood again. I didn't get the results right away. A few days for them to give me the result, and guess what? It was positive, and that means negative my end. They diagnosed me with gestational diabetes. At first, I was saying gestational. So wrong. Anyways, so now I had to adjust what I was eating because apparently I was eating too much sugar, meaning too much bread, too much pasta, and too much rice. How, you ask me? Because I wasn't eating. Maybe those are the things that I was eating more of. I hated eggs bad, but I still had to eat it because only the protein that I have. Now that I have to watch my weight, I eat half of a half. So I have a half of bread, cut it in half. That's the half that I had every morning. And I still have coffee, but I can only have 2 sips. And cheese and a slice of ham. That was my breakfast. That's still my breakfast till this day. But I couldn't eat the eggs. But I forced myself to eat the eggs because it's the only protein that I can have. After that, I had a snack, crackers, some cheese, grapes. But not too much grapes, not too much cracker. I have to like adjust. And in lunchtime, I just had a salad with grilled chicken. No bread, no tomatoes. Certain fruits has sugar and certain vegetable has sugars too. Carbohydrate has sugar. Pasta has sugar. Rice, bread, all the stuff, all the good stuff. Anyways, I just didn't have those stuff. And then for dinner, if I didn't finish my salad, I will have that for dinner. I will bring it back home and then eat it for dinner. I just couldn't wait for late snack time. And I'll have my milk, but it could only be half a cup of milk. I just felt like I just swallowed that so fast the first time, and then the second time I drank it so slow because I didn't want it to go so fast. I love the milk. And peanut butter with celery stick. Oh my gosh, what did you do? Are you okay? Hi. Let's do that again. Yeah, so that's what I loved about snacks. It was the best snack ever. I thought I could drink as much milk, but guess what? Milk has sugar too. There's one last thing before I go. I just wanted to share. The doctor wanted my sugar level to be within 150. So if I go over 50, that's not good. But if I was going like 130, that's still not good. I can go to 130 once a week or twice a week. But if I was going 130 or 150 every day, like consistently, and then that's not good. They were trying to keep me with like 90 and 95. I had to cut everything, meaning like no crackers, because I already cut the bread, not completely bread, pasta, rice, carrots, watermelon. I cut off buffalo wings because buffalo wings has so much sugar, especially my favorite ones. Pizza, so how much sauce does the pizza have? Because the sauce itself has a lot of sugar, which is tomato. So I cut off tomato. What else I cut off? Oh my gosh, potatoes and yuca. If you know what yuca means, kind of the same thing as potato, but softer, and they're harder to peel than potatoes. So I had to cut those off. Tortillas, chips. The whole grains are still good to eat, but you can't eat so much of that. That was fun. I hated it every minute of it. Hated that I had to poke my finger every day, and I didn't want to be in the shot because they give you a shot too if you can't control your sugar from taking a pill. And that's why I cut off so much stuff, and I couldn't gain weight, you know, cut off all the stuff in it. And I took the pill because my numbers were going off and off. So I give a high five, a big bow, big respect for people who has gestational diabetes, regular diabetes, type 2, type 1. I am so sorry that you're going through that, but you are so brave. You're going through that. I hope it gets better. They say there's nothing you can do once you have it. You can't get rid of it, but I'm sure there's a way. Once you have it, there's no way to get rid of. At least that's what I was told. And I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor or a nurse. More videos are gonna come. Well, there is gonna be one more video of this, which is phase 3, would give you a little bit more of my situation through my whole entire pregnancy, and we'll see how we go through that. So I'm sharing this because I want everyone to know how I was feeling, and talking about it makes me feel a little bit better. Maybe it might help someone that it might be going through the same thing as I am, or worse. Or maybe you just wanted to know what it's like to see someone else suffer, or if they have suffered through it, are they feeling better? You know, that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. You can contact me through Facebook, you can contact me through Instagram, you can also contact me down below. Let me know you experienced something like that before, or are you going through something like that. I'll be happy to give you some advice. Definitely talk to somebody about how you're feeling. Don't hold anything back, because when you talk about it, it makes you feel better. Feelings out, what you really want to say. The more you talk about it, the more you feel better, but it's hard to do it. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can also give it a thumbs down. I don't mind. It doesn't matter. It just lets me know that you sat there with me and watched the video. My sad life, you know, but it's not sad anymore. Believe me, there's a lot of stuff I can wish for, but I'm just taking it one breath at a time. Most people say one step at a time, but I'm not most people. I'm me. Stay safe, wear your mask, Black Life Matters, and stay tuned for the next videos. Please subscribe. Thank you.